This is our 2025 trip to Uvalde with some good friends on their property, and Laken decided to stay up all night with her buddy in a tent and slept in, and she missed a great first morning. We had doe, turkey, even had a really nice 8-point you see here walk out, and I passed on him hoping that when Laken came in the afternoon that she could get a shot at this buck. This was one of those mornings I wish I could get back. I wish I would have gotten her up and brought her to the blind. That way she could have had the opportunity to see all this exciting action and gotten a shot at this 8-point.
Shooting a 6.5 Creedmoor with a meat eater suppressor, and we're looking for a big one. Stay tuned. You can press stop now.
The first couple days of this trip, it was extremely hot. We were actually wearing shorts in the blind, we were sweating, and then the weatherman called for a front to blow in where it was going to drop down into the 30s. This is right after Christmas, literally a couple days, and we did not expect it to be this warm. We didn't have a lot of action on this hunt, and Laken was having a hard time staying awake, as you could see. So I was doing all the hunting, and I'd wake her up if anything came out. The next morning, we picked the blind a little bit closer to where I saw that 8-point, and we're hoping to see him come out. Instead, we got a pretty nice show from this little spike and 4-point. Laken wanted to pull the trigger, and we were hoping to see that 8-point again. My friend and his son, they sat in the stand, and I saw the 8-point in just to our left. And sure enough, a good buck walked out in front of them. Congratulations, Red, on this great 7-point buck. We're super happy for you. At this time, the guys have gotten out of their blind. They're out there trying to recover their buck, and the deer that we have in front of us are all looking in their direction and getting a little spooked. Laken's up getting a bit antsy, and she wants to drop the hammer on this 4-point because we haven't seen any other big deer aside from that 8-point I saw earlier, which we think Rhett just dropped. After I gave it a little bit of thought and hadn't heard anything from the guys, I told Laken just to go ahead and get on that deer and get ready, because if he turned broadside, I was going to let her drop the hammer. But with the boys walking around, they spooked some more deer, and you can see coming up here, this black buck and this doe came running out, which put our deer on high alert. Unfortunately for Laken, this deer never presented a broadside shot, kept walking with his back end towards us the whole way, and she didn't feel comfortable taking a quarter away shot. It's been a while since she pulled the trigger, and I just wanted her to be comfortable. So we didn't rush it. These deer finally had enough of the guys walking around over there and decided it was time to leave. The next morning, we went back to the same blind in hopes of seeing some more activity, and sure enough, when the sun came up, this little spike was sitting underneath the feeder. We watched him for about an hour, and throughout that hour, Laken kept asking if she could harvest that buck. And I was really hesitant because I wanted her to get a nice buck on this trip, but she quickly reminded me that she hadn't harvested a buck in over 2 years, and she wasn't there to hunt for a trophy. She wanted to put meat in the freezer for us. So after a little bit of time, I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and make it happen. When we finally gave the go-ahead, the deer had already walked down the road, and he's sitting about 130 yards from our stand now, and he finally turns broadside, giving Laken the opportunity to squeeze the trigger. My heart sank for Laken at first because I thought she had missed. The shot was about 130 yards, and she was very nervous before she shot. The deer took off after the shot, ran towards the pasture, and then immediately turned around and came all the way back towards our blind, stopping inside of a bush at about 50 yards. And at that point, I could see in the camera that he was hit. After reviewing the scope cam footage, we saw that she was aiming pretty low right behind the armpit of the deer, low on the chest, and that's where she actually had impact.
I don't know.
Yeah, you got it.
I can't get it back. I got him through a tree. Through a tree.
Good job, buddy.
It wasn't that loud.
No, it's got a suppressor on it. What do you think? What should these do?
I gotta do it.
Sure, the spike got some meat. Got some meat for the trip.
Hoping bigger, but
Good job, Lake.
heck yeah. Oh, I look.
Laken reminded me it's not always about the trophies that you take when you're out in the hunt. It's about the people that you're with. Some people wait a lifetime to meet their hunting buddy. I was lucky enough to raise mine, and she's the best hunting buddy I've ever had. I can't wait to make more memories with you out in the field, Lake. I love you. And thanks for always being there for this old guy.